Anybody who has read Inquisitor Eisenhorn, the novel series by Dan Abnett, is probably sitting there going, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god," because it's actually being turned into a TV show. Now, I'm hoping it doesn't turn out crap, because this is one of those book series I absolutely adore. So if you don't know who Inquisitor Eisenhorn is, he is basically an Inquisitor of the Order of Xenos, and the book series actually follows him slowly becoming a radical, so a heretic Inquisitor. And it's just such a good book, and it's so well written. If you haven't got it already, I highly recommend the omnibus, because it's got all the short stories in there that just tie certain things together a little bit better. I'm just hoping it doesn't turn out bad. What do you think, Ben?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I think it's a really good sort of avenue for them to take when it comes to sort of introducing 40k to the masses in a TV sense. We've obviously seen it happen in video games and that kind of thing as well already, but I think this is a really good idea for them when it comes to TV shows and things, because you could start to introduce like things like Space Marines or that kind of thing. But first of all, you're going to blow your FX budget really, really quickly. And also it might alienate a lot of people because it's just full of blood and death and gore and all that kind of thing. Although people do tend to like that if you've watched Game of Thrones. But I think that the intrigue and sort of the plot and all that kind of thing that will come through with Inquisitor Eisenhorn sounds like a really, really good idea for people sort of getting stuck into 40k for the first time, because you'll start to learn a lot more about the Imperium and the demons and all that kind of thing and how that works and the kind of dark greyness that it sort of exists within the world as well. So I think it'd be very, very cool to see.
Yeah, for me, I'm excited because it's actually going to have us explore different levels of Imperial society. So from the uphives right down to the sumps, where all the mutants and stuff are living, and just that continuous oppressive grind in the mid-levels where you're just a factory worker. I'm very curious to see how they bring it to life and actually show things, and I'm hoping the effects are good. Cause, all of the biotechnical stuff, you always imagine it's just a little bit rough around the edges, a little bit dark, gritty, nothing's exactly shiny unless you're right up the top.
Even when you're right up the top.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Because they don't really have science.
Well,
everything is
machine
god.
Cults. Yeah.
It's all sanctified and blessed. Nobody actually knows how to maintain it.
And fingers crossed, it's not Space Marine.
Yeah,
because
I think people can put Ultramarine, Space Marine to the side and just forget about that. Yeah.
you hope.
We hope.
Lest we forget who wrote it.
Dan Abnett.
Yeah, he did. But the guy behind this that's sort of taking the wheel from the sort of the Hollywood, I guess you'd say, side of it is Frank Spotsnitz, who's worked on The Man in the High Castle, which was a big Amazon series, and also The Return of X-Files as well. So he's got some good pedigree, and this is a long way off at the moment. It's still in the sort of like pre-production phase and all that kind of thing, the ideas phase right now. So don't expect to be coming anytime soon, but it is definitely in the works from Games Workshop. Hopefully they take a little bit more care over this than they do over the fact that they've made like 1 billion mobile versions of games with random stuff. But anyway, yeah.
Well, no, I understand Workshop's approach to video games is very much scattershot. If it's good, it sticks, people remember it. If it's bad, it just fades away.
Well, yeah.
A lot of them, it's from indie developers as well, so they're not even that costly. So if it is a bad one, you're not super up in arms. The one thing I'm waiting for this that's really going to tell me if it's going to be any good or no, wait for that cast listing. Because the cast from Eisenhorn, they're such well-developed characters from the novels. I'm hoping they cast them correctly, because if they get that wrong, the entire thing's just not going to work for me.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be young Eisenhorn as well, or youngish Eisenhorn anyway, I believe, starting off with. So it'll be very interesting to see how that happens and whether or not they change things up. As if they get multiple seasons, that could be kind of cool, seeing where that goes. But yeah,
it'll be Henry Cavill again then, strolling on from all the other things he's done.
Step into the breach. He's already playing Geralt. He can play Eisenhorn as well.
It could be years before you see this, if at all, if ever.
Yes. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, I mean, like there was one from about 10 years ago, Inquisitor. They were doing a web-based one, a non-profit one. We were seeing 3D renders and stuff, but the project was just so heavy. I think the guy eventually gave up.
It's not even that. I mean, so many things get bought by companies and then they never make it out of development. They may just go forward and go, it's not viable.
Yeah, so, I guess so. But if
development hell is
development hell is indeed it.
Yeah, but if it does go through, it could be a really great recruitment tool to actually bring mainstream folks into our hobby.
Definitely.
So it has me excited and cautiously hopeful is the way I'm going to put this.